Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. Hope you guys had a heck of a nice weekend. Alright, we got a little bit of news going on already for Monday. TNA filmed a segment with Eric Young and actor Scott Baio, of all things, in Los Angeles area golf course this past weekend. The comedy segment, they say it's comedy, will air on Thursday's episode of TNA Impact Wrestling, according to a new report from TMZ. Why they got a hold of it, I'm not sure, except they want to get some mainstream publicity on it. And as noted before, Eric and Scott will be wrestling on a upcoming episode of Impact. TNA is building to a storyline with vignettes for the past few weeks, but now for the first time it's been picked up by TMZ for some unknown reason. Alright, this is a little inside info on Jarrett. Hadn't heard much out of him lately, but anyway, he's the TNA co-founder, of course, along with his son. He had some strong things to say of what he thinks is wrong with TNA creative directions during a recent interview on the, I think it's on the postandcourier.com it's called. He says until they make some radical surgical changes in the creative, unless they get some people in who comprehend the wrestling business, they are doomed to be a financial drain on Panda Energy that they are now and have been since the inception. The core of their problem is creative development of their product. They have to cut the cancer out. Jarrett then named Vince Russo by name as the cancer he was referring to. He said, I would reserve this label stupid if I hadn't made the decision to hire Vince Russo, but I made the horrendous mistake of yielding to my son's Jeff's wishes. So he passed the buck real quick. He obviously has qualities that I don't recognize or understand, but how can a person have a 15-year history of failure and still keep a job? Doing a report like this, how can I still keep doing it when I'm so horrible? Alright, Rey Mysterio is under the impression that he had a torn ACL or MCL, and going into the match with Del Rio last Monday on Raw, the idea was to take things easy, but Rey tore up his knee fairly bad on a baseball slide. The latest from someone close to him said he may be out of action for months and months, and most likely is going to be needing surgery right away. Before the bad news from Monday came out, Rey was expected to work through with more rehab, I guess, but I don't know. I hate to see that because fans love him. As noted last night, Stephanie McMahon is now running the WWE website. WWE recently merged their website and magazine department, and the word that the magazine side of things are now overseeing the website. So, and they're kind of go hand in hand anyway. As apparently led to Brian Kowalski or something like that leaving the company last week, and the corporate website has been pulled so the company can make changes to that side of their website. And at least 2 more departures from the company on the website have cropped up this past week. Sponsorship, well, somewhere in the sales division, and some other things which me and you could care less about. It's all politics, most likely. Anyway, in the North Carolina court's website lists Matt Hardy as scheduled for court in Moore County September 28th to answer charges stemming from his this past weekend's arrest. Hardy was charged with driving while impaired and an infraction of exceeding safe speed. So is that a speeding ticket, I guess? Anyway, in search of North Carolina court website also reveals that Matt Hardy is scheduled for court in Wake County on October 11th for a single traffic charge of reckless driving with wanton disregard of safety of others. This apparently is a case that's been continued from earlier. Well, I tell you, certain things do run in the family, don't they? WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart, he's appearing in Northeast Wrestling's Autumn Ambush Show, October 1st. It's the Mid-Hudson Civic Center, Poughkeepsie, New York. That's the same weekend, October 2nd. Brett's going to be signing autographs with Mickey James at the Royal Collectibles Show in Forest Hills, New York. WWE developmental talent Hunico, who's been performing as Sin Cara up until this weekend, he received praise from WWE while on the main roster the past few weeks. Some feel that he may be on the fast track to getting called up from FCW in the next few months. As noted before, Hunico may be called up to feud with the original Sin Cara as Sin Cara versus Sin Cara feud, which I mentioned a few months back, which would be good. Maybe then people hear us, you know. Maybe they want to listen. I don't know if they listen to me, but why would they? Vladimir Kozlov's first post-WWE appearance will be August 22nd at the K&S WrestleFest in Essington, Pennsylvania. Don't know where that's at. WWE explained Christian's absence from Friday's episode of SmackDown on their website by saying he didn't appear because he was too badly beaten up by Randy Orton at SummerSlam. The real reason? I don't know. Well, I'll have to look into that. Regarding reports of Bill Goldberg returning to the ring, as stated on his Twitter, he won't be signing with TNA, and as noted before, he also said he won't be signing with WWE. Goldberg added the other day that if he signs a contract, he will reveal all the details online. Well, don't do that. It kind of ruins things for us. WWE Hall of Famer Steve Austin spoke with the UK Daily Star and revealed that the second season of Tough Enough is in the works. And WWE Hall of Famer Paul Ellering turned 58 years old today, while WCW Tag Team Champion Stevie Ray, we hear from every once in a while, just by name, from Booker T, he turns 51. WWE's latest Superstar to Superstar feature is Alicia Fox talking with actor Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Anyways, about the movie Fright Night. Don't know how to say his last name. Must be French. Ms. Eve Torres will be appearing at Steiner Sports Store, Garden City, New York, November 20th at 10 a.m. Too early for me. I'm just gonna miss it. Tonight's WWE Raw is going to be taking place from Rexall Center, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and will feature the build to Night of Champions. Advertised locally is going to be on tonight's show is a six-man tag match with Show, Mysterio, Cena taking on Truth, Miz, Del Rio. WWE is teasing that tonight's show will be an epic edition, and they are teasing that the confrontation between Del Rio and John Cena is going to happen. Lance Storm, he's released a ebook made up of stories from his website, stormwrestling.com. The ebook is entitled Storm Warning and is available on downloads for $7.99 through Amazon. That's why bookstores are going out of business. WWE's website has a new story line up. It's an interview between Jack Swagger, and he talks about wanting to join Dolph and Vicky Guerrero's stable. I don't know if one person is the stable or not. Maybe he's talking about both of them. Anyway, in case you missed it, Mark Henry won the Battle Royal on this Friday's SmackDown and to become #1 contender to Randy Orton's WWE World Heavyweight title. WWE hasn't made it clear if Henry gets a shot at Night of Champions or an upcoming episode of SmackDown. TNA is now calling Miss Tessmacher Brooke Tessmacher. As you know, her real name is Brooke Adams. Isn't that nice? Let us know she's got a real name. James Storm picked up a few points for Bounds for Glory the other night. Oh, by the way, Dixie Carter and her whole family were in the attendance at TNA live event in Rome, Georgia last night. Dixie's father apparently from the city, and the family took the entire row of seats, according to the fan in attendance. Dixie did an in-ring angle where she played off the storyline of TNA being stolen by Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, and back to that again. And doesn't that sound like what happened with Vince and his son-in-law? Ganged up on him and took the business away from him. Happy birthday to Hall of Famer Paul Ellery, by the way, 58 years old, 10-time, well, I was telling you about Stevie Ray, and UK star Pac, P-A-C, 25 years old. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.